I grew up Catholic. My dad was a youth minister when I was little, and so I was always at all of the, youth group stuff, or always going to Mass. I think it wasn't until middle school when I started making it my faith my own, and I did Edge, I did Life Teen, and at Life Teen I was able to have a couple of encounters with the Lord that just furthered my faith. And then prior to coming to NAU, I decided to come to NAU 3 days before the deadline. And it wasn't me actually deciding. I had been spending hours in the Adoration Chapel back home, and I was just like, Lord, please, just give it to me. And I woke up one day, 3 days before the deadline, and I was like, okay, I'm in my bed, I'm like, Lord, please just let me know where I should go. And he, 2 hours later, my mom walked in and was like, I know where you're going. And I was like, and I do too, okay. And so that's kind of how the Lord, I just surrendered it all to the Lord. I was like, Lord, I don't know what to do with this decision. You take it, and in your time, let me know, So I went to public school all throughout my life, and it was a big thing for my family because we had to, we were constantly discerning on whether or not me and my sister should go to Catholic school, what that would mean. But because I was in public school, I feel like I learned a lot, and I learned a lot about how people who aren't Catholic think, and being able to relate to them in those times. So one point that sticks out to me was there was a time when I was the only Catholic at lunch in my lunch group, and I explained to them how the Trinity works by describing a pizza. And it actually clicked for some, I watched it click, which was beautiful because they were like, oh, okay, so it's not, God, the Father is the crust, and then Jesus is the cheese, and the Holy Spirit's the sauce, but it's a whole pizza. You cut it 3 pieces of the pizza, and it's still a pizza, So I got to just being able to meet them where they're at, and being okay, you understand what a pizza is. Here's how this relates to, God, and why we believe this. Okay, so I came to the Newman Center really early. The first night that I stayed in the dorms, I was at the Newman Center because my mom came to NAU and she was at the Newman Center, and I had heard such great things about it, and I knew a couple of people that had gone through it, and so I just wanted to be a part of that right from the start. So I did Fugitive my very first night here, and that was great. I was running around with everybody. I made a couple of friends. Father Matt was like, I'll protect everybody. I'm a priest. And it just was a really great experience right from the start, and I'm so glad I came the first night. So Hope Pregnancy is a pregnancy resource center that we have up here in Flagstaff. It is right off of campus, north of campus. And I was initially drawn to it because it has such a beautiful message to everyone. We provide free pregnancy tests, free ultrasounds. There's a baby boutique that has baby clothes and supplies, pretty much any supply you need, that we get donations for, and so that's free for any mothers that are in need. And so I just thought it was a beautiful thing to be able to help moms even prep for their babies and then after they have their babies too. I volunteer there, and that means sorting through donations, putting them up in the boutique, taking out the recycle and all those kinds of things, but just kind of helping out wherever they need it. I have experience, I've talked to some of the women there, and I get to see their cute babies that they bring in, which is always fun. And there's been a whole range of different circumstances that they're in, and some of them aren't great and some of them are okay. So it's just been it's been good to be able to see that these are real people that we need to be caring for, and yeah.
That goes. Cut. Okay. I'm ready. All right. Okay.